Although the never-ending battle of Marvel vs. DC rages in the hearts of fanboys, let's take a couple minutes to break down who's winning the war of superhero profits. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we're going to talk a little bit about Marvel vs. DC. Yeah, we are. But first, I wanted to remind everybody, if you're looking for a place for all your comic book news, rumors, and reviews, all while looking for what's positive and good and what we all love, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Well, while fanboys can rage and rage about who makes better movies, it's pretty clear that both Marvel and DC can be successful with their Hollywood franchises. DC kicked it all off back in the 70s with Christopher Reeve's Superman, and in the 80s with Tim Burton's Batman movies, and since the 90s Marvel has done pretty well, and in the recent decade the Marvel Cinematic Universe has become the biggest Hollywood franchise ever. So while it's really clear both sides can deliver billion-dollar blockbusters at the box office, who is generating the most bang for their buck? And this is where a pretty interesting story from theobserver.com comes in. Now, these guys dig heavily into return on investment, which is also pure profit, and is one of those things that people really don't understand and often overlook. Hundreds of millions of dollars in ticket sales look great, but if the movie cost more than that to make and marketing spent just as much, you didn't make any money. So one of the first things we'll notice is Marvel is the clear winner when it comes to raw box office numbers, claiming 9 of the top 10 spots overall, with just Aquaman from Warner Brothers breaking into the number 8 slot. Now, this really shouldn't surprise anybody. Infinity Saga ended with Infinity War and Endgame, and those have taken up the top 2 spots. Now, in an attempt to match Marvel's success, DC has put out Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Justice League, so none of those ever met their internal or external expectations. This is critically or commercially. As you notice, none of those movies are in the top 10. Since then, however, DC has emphasized standalone films. First, the world building that was going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and what they tried to emulate with their early movies. When they did this, Jason Momoa's Aquaman did $1.1 billion and pushed them into this top slot. Now, one of the more interesting things is the total average return on investment for these films. Marvel's is 387%, and DC's 343%. Yeah, pretty close, right? Let's check out this chart. Now, this chart breaks down return on investment by film and in percentage. And although Marvel still totally dominates this chart, not all of them are actually Marvel Studios films. Deadpool, Venom, and Spider-Man Far From Home actually top the Marvel Studios features. But what's most interesting is that number 1 slot, Joker. The Joker generated an astounding 1,949% return on investment and had pure profits of close to $500 million. Totally amazing. It really does mean Joker is the most profitable comic book film of all time. Now, none of this speaks to popularity or fan passion. This is just the numbers. And obviously, after this year, we'll have a couple more to look at when it comes to that average. Birds of Prey didn't do so great, and we still have Black Widow and Wonder Woman 1984 to hit the theaters, so we'll have to see how those work out. In any case, what do you think of this breakdown of Marvel vs. DC when it comes to box office numbers and return on investment? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.